sit on a block or a bolster, really decorate on my mat or a pillow. You can do just finding somewhere that is nice and comfortable. And then we'll just place the hands on the heart to begin with. Close the eyes. And just begin to take some nice deep breaths into the heart space. Feeling the belly and the chest expand together as we breathe in. And just feel them gently fall as you breathe out. Spend some time here in the heart space, breathing in all that love and gratitude. Also acknowledging the intuition and wisdom within. You give birth with your body, you're guided by your heart. All intellect, all study, all reason tends to go out the window. Once we trust our inner wisdom, our intuition, our animal instincts, and allow the body and the heart to guide us. Breathing deeply, slowly, calmly. Maybe setting an intention for class. I will offer some as we go through. But maybe just picking your own right now to begin with. On the next exhale, we're just going to remove the hands from the heart. Bring them onto the knees so the palms are up. And then we're going to find a little Apana mudra. So the middle finger and the ring finger come to the thumb, as if we're sort of pinching between those two fingers and the thumb. Good. And then we're going to place that mantra down towards the floor, that mudra down to the floor. So Apana mudra, eyes closed. Just help with the downward flow of energy, so it's a really good focal point to come to when you do find yourself in labour. Helping with all that downward flow as you trust the body's wisdom. And whilst we're here, we're just going to focus on our circle breath. A really good technique to use in the first stage of labour when those contractions are light, fairly spaced apart. So just noticing how the inhale changes to the exhale. And then how the exhale changes back to the inhale. So inhale to exhale. Exhale to in. Constant exchange of energy. Now notice those spaces in between, so when you inhale there's a slight pause. When you exhale, again there's a slight pause. And then we return to the inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Although there is time to pause, it's a continuous circle of breath. Pause not necessarily for very long, it's just how one transitions into the other fluidly. Just allowing your mind to be guided by that flow of breath, that circle breath. Knowing that you can draw upon it in times of difficulty, or in times of change. This reminds us that there will always be change. The inhale will always change to the exhale. The exhale will always change to the inhale. Slowly relaxing the palms so you can take hold of the knees, extending through the crown of the head. And then just gently drop that right ear to the right shoulder. This first part of class, we're just going to concentrate on that first stage of labour. Where you want to relax and gather some energy. From the left ear over to the left shoulder, so the opposite one. Time, maybe a place that you want to focus on the breath. You can harness and prepare that energy, that power from within. Good. A couple of circles now with the head, so taking it backwards, opening the throat. Maybe just doing 2 or 3 in one direction. And then going in the other direction. 2 or 3 that way. Good. Just releasing the neck, coming back to center, and then just gently rocking the chest forwards and backwards. Maybe inhaling to come forward, exhaling to go back. So you can keep those eyes closed, maybe for the whole of class if you prefer. Really tuning into the body, into the breath. Good. Exhaling back, inhaling forward. And if it feels nice to you, you can maybe take this round in circles. So just taking nice little circles to begin with, massaging your lower back. And just helping, when the time comes, baby to get into the correct position. Creating these centrifugal circles, going in the other direction. Just gently moving. The head follows. Taking 2 more breaths here. Good. Beautiful. Coming to center of the sat on a bolster, maybe moving out of the way for a moment. You're going to lengthen the legs out in front of us, take them nice and wide. Good. Taking one hand on the thigh, the other on the thigh, just going to gently rub the hands up and down. So you're going to exhale to press the hands away. Inhale to run the hands up. Exhale away. Inhale up. Still working with that circle breath. One changing to the other. Each breath new. Each breath abundant. Just giving those legs a little bit of a cosmic shower, so increasing the circulation, the lymphatic drainage, also just calming the body. And then stretch the hamstrings, the lower back. And the last one, running the hands down to the ankles, bringing the hands together, interlacing the fingers. Then we're going to stir the pot here, so we reach a little bit further forward, and then we take the arms round in a big circle, as if we've got a wooden spoon in the hands, and we're just making nice big circles. Again, really good for the back. Circular movement for the pelvis, the baby. And we'll go in the other direction. Good. Beautiful. Maybe reach a little further with each and every exhale. Stretching into the hamstrings. One more. When you're done, place the hands behind you, whichever way is comfortable. Bend the knees so the soles of the feet can find the floor. Make sure the feet are nice and wide, and just going to gently drop the knees from side to side, so they might not find the floor. That's okay. Just again, that nice soft rocking sensation from side to side. Helping to ease any pain in the lower back, pelvis. Helping that relaxing, that hormone that comes into action during labour, just to relax the whole pelvic area. A few more moments here. Maybe the movement gets a bit bigger. Beautiful. Good. And very slowly, just coming back to sit forwards. Taking your bolster or pillows, maybe you're using pillows, make sure you've got a lot of them. We're just going to elevate the heart above the hips. So if you have a bolster, taking it to the lower back. If you have pillows, put them under the shoulder. And all we're going to do here is lay back. Bring the soles of the feet together so the knees are wide. Maybe you want to put some pillows underneath the knees as well. And then we just lay back onto the pillows or the bolster with the palms open. It's really important that we make sure the heart is higher than the hips and we're elevating on either pillows or bolsters. Just giving you a few moments here to get comfortable. If it feels nice to you, then place the hands on the belly. Restorative butterfly, great pose, again just to work on opening through the hips, opening through the pelvic outing, also relaxing the body. Really going to concentrate on that golden thread breath, so take a nice big inhale through the nose, fill the belly, the body, and then as you exhale, just blowing through a straw. Imagine a gold string, a gold thread is coming through those lips. With every exhale, the thread is getting longer and longer. The golden thread begins to create a circle around you and your baby, maybe your birthing partner also. A little protective field where you know you are safe, you are protected. And that protective field is your energy. You are projecting that outwards. You are creating that with your strength, with your power. It is allowing you your space. And also the ability to relax. So try with each and every breath. Find some relaxation, some calm. The opening of the heart space, see if you can connect to that intuition, that wisdom within the heart. And know if this position is no good for you, you can lie on your side. Still exhaling through pursed lips, through that straw. Golden thread wrapping round. Each circle it gets stronger. Again, just rest in every breath. And take another 3 breaths here. Onto your 3rd breath. Just slowly taking the hands down to the outside of the knees, closing the knees together, and just rolling over onto the left-hand side. So if you do want to face the screen, then you can do a little shuffle. You don't need to. Placing that pillow or bolster between your knees, maybe a dog, and going down to lie comfortably on your side. Closing the eyes. Again, finding that softness, calmness. Still breathing your golden thread breath. And another posture that is good for relaxation, gathering energy. Allowing that golden thread to create that protective circle. So we just take 3 breaths here, maybe placing one hand on belly, on baby. Knowing that this is a journey for them as well as you. And you do it together. That last breath, if you're still going, don't worry. You need to move the pillow slowly to the side. If you know you need some padding to go underneath your knees, feeling free to grab that, but just coming onto those hands and knees. The knees can be as wide as you need them to be. The hands underneath the shoulders, spreading through the fingers. Just coming to our tabletop position, so it's our cat position. We're rocking those hips from side to side. Keeping the gaze down towards the floor, maybe even closing the eyes. Maybe seeing if you can just gently press through the shoulders whilst keeping the belly relaxed. Finding our Ujjayi breath now here, our energizing breath. So we begin to inhale through the nose, down the back of the throat. With the lips closed, imagine you're saying ha as it comes out through the nose. Imagine you're saying ha as it comes in through the nose. Getting that slight snoring sound at the back of the throat. Warming the body, helping with that inner fire. That fire that helps with birth. And this is again a really good position for the beginning of labour, that first stage, when you feel those contractions begin to arise. But also as you head into the second stage, maybe establish heart. And those surges, those contractions begin to get a little heavier. Remember, it's your body and you are in control. 3 more moments here, rocking side to side. Maybe they get bigger, maybe it feels nice to take them round in circles, but really concentrating on that Ujjayi breath, that snoring sound, that restriction ever so slightly in the back of the throat. Energizing the body, lighting that inner fire, that strength and power. When you're ready, you're going to come into a child's pose, and I'll give you a few options. So if the bump is getting a little bigger, then you can have your chair or your birthing ball in front of you. You can just place the hands there and allow the head to drop down, just finding somewhere that's nice and comfortable. Again, really nice for the shoulders. If you have a bolster, you can do a similar thing. Taking the knees nice and wide, reaching the arms forward and either relaxing the head on the back of the bolster or allowing it to be suspended. Wherever you are, just finding somewhere you're comfortable. If it's too much to have the arms outstretched, and you can bend them, taking hold of opposite elbow just to create a little bit more foundation. And just bringing some awareness now to the pelvic floor. So instead of exhaling and lifting, we're going to see if we can exhale, relax. Inhale, gently lift. Exhale, relax the pelvic floor. Inhale, lift. And exhale, relax. And inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. One more like this. So we inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. Maybe see if you can continue to relax the pelvic floor. So feel the pubic bone lengthening away from the body. The hip bones lengthening away from one another. Spreading apart. And maybe visualize a pebble falling out of the vagina into a puddle or a river beneath you. And allow the mind to be guided by those ripples the pebble makes. And relaxing with both breaths now. Allowing that pebble fall into the water. And those ripples to ripple outwards. Imagining these are the muscles, the circular muscles of the pelvic floor just relaxing. Knowing if this position gets uncomfortable at any point, you can change, you can alternate into something that's a little bit easier. Somewhere you find it more comfortable to relax the pelvic floor. One more breath here. And so just taking the hands off of the ball or the bolster, coming onto the hands and knees. Then you allow the eyes to open here, tucking the toes under so you can walk yourself back to that little squat at the back of the mat, and then slowly standing up. So just coming to a wall somewhere you can see me on here, somewhere you can lean onto. So having the wall about arm's distance. Don't worry if I can't see you. And all we're going to do here is just send the bottom back and then bring the elbows onto the wall. So again, you're open through the chest. The pelvis is nice and lifted. And we'll continue with the Ujjayi breath. Just going to take those hips from side to side. Just moving into that established phase of labour now, and the surges become a bit stronger. Maybe you feel a bit of movement in the lower belly, the back now. Here we're just freeing up space, but also using our strength to maybe press against the wall with each and every surge or contraction. Making sure you either have a yoga mat beneath your feet or your socks off so you're not slipping as you press. Just rocking those hips from side to side. Beautiful. Your Ujjayi breath now, maybe changing it back to golden thread, so blowing through the straw. That power, that strength coming out of the lips. I'm staying here on the elbows, or maybe coming onto the hands and taking a step back from the wall so you can come a little lower down. Furthermore, opening pelvis, Little rock from side to side. Maybe it feels nice to go in circles, so bending the knees. If that feels good. I like to call this one nana dancing. So this little bend of the knees, taking it around in circles. And going in the other direction. Good. Continuing with that golden thread breath. Coming out of the lips. Beautiful. Maybe whilst we're here doing our little nana dancing, inhaling for 4, and see if we can exhale for 8. Still relaxing that pelvic floor. 2 here, so we're inhaling for 4. Relaxing for 8. Exhaling. 1 more in your own time. Relaxing the pelvic floor. Beautiful. And then just slowly walking the hands maybe up the wall a little bit. You can walk your feet closer. Releasing the hands and just coming back to stand on the mat. So we can stand up in labour, that is okay. So just taking the hands onto the belly, closing the eyes, soften the knees, and we'll just rock again from side to side. You'll notice the little pattern with the movement, so quite a lot of movement. We're laying on the back, legs in the air. Move around. Maybe begin to make a figure of 8. Maybe go around in circles. Good, that yoni mudra, or womb mudra. Finding that shakti, that power in the pelvis. And if and when it feels nice to you, maybe begin to walk those circles, so taking 1 foot forward, circling, and then taking the other foot forward and circling. Good, so really finding that shakti. Moving. Steps can be as big or as small as you need them to be. Making sure we don't go backwards. Knowing that we can trip on something, so making sure you turn around. Good. This is definitely one of those things if someone's looked through the window. Thinking, what on earth is going on? That's great. We're learning to birth babies. Good. You more like this. So maybe we can make those movements a little bigger, incorporating the lower back and the chest. Beautiful. Continue with that ujjayi breath, or whichever one feels good for you. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, just coming to stand. If you want to keep going, that is absolutely fine. This could feel really nice for lower back. Keeping your eyes closed, and I'll just tell you about another breath. It's more possible when we're in a class and we can do it together. But it's just about using your birthing partner to calm your breath down. So when you are with your partner, when they're there in that established phase of labour, maybe having your hands pressed together or your backs pressed together. See if you can match the inhale of your partner if they are nice and calm, and match the exhale of your partner. So you inhale through your nose, that's 4, and you exhale through the mouth for 8, as if you're sighing out. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 8. Trying not to force anything. If the breath runs out before 8, then that is okay. You know, that's a really good one in times that you feel maybe rushed. Just using your birthing partner to help calm you down. Or maybe you help calm them down. Good. Bring the hands to prayer in front of the heart, taking a nice big inhale into the heart space. Exhale, sigh it out of the mouth. Good, and then begin to take the hands down the thighs, into a little squat. Hands come onto the floor. Coming into your tabletop, but making sure your chair is close by or the sofa, something that's not going to perfectly move away from you. Then you're going to step the right foot forward, and then take the hands onto the chair or the sofa in front. So you can be as far forward or as far back as you need to be, but I do suggest pressing that weight back, because again it opens that pelvic opening. Here again you can rock from side to side, closing the eyes. Back to that golden thread. So golden thread is a really important technique. Just visualizing that golden strong thread protecting you and your baby, and whoever you wish to have inside this circle with you. Maybe it feels nice to go on a little circle, forwards and backwards. Or if it doesn't feel like having the hands lifted, then like we do in our normal yoga classes, you can have them on the floor. Making sure you send that weight back, maybe forward as well, but concentrating on that backwards motion. Beautiful. Still inhale for a count and exhale for a count. The hands are on the chair or the sofa, bring them down onto the floor just so you can swap the legs over. So stepping one leg forward, hands back to wherever feels comfortable, and again just rock from side to side. It's good to maybe have some blankets around the knees. Maybe you take a yoga mat with you in your hospital bag. That's so it can just invoke a few of these postures, a few of these movements. You have it for that support and that comfort. Blowing like a balloon out of the lips, golden thread. A few more moments here. Really releasing the lower back. Maybe it feels nice to drop the head down, so you stretch through the shoulders, the thoracic spine. Good. And then slowly bring those hands onto the floor. So just working on our transition here. We'll step the left knee back. Walk the knees up closer to wherever you are, where the hands are, can be supported. Tucking under the toes. We'll stand up. Then we're going to come into a squat. So normally we come to Malasana, which is really low. But when you're getting ready to birth, you want those hips higher than the knees. So it means taking those feet nice and wide, like goddess pose. Bending the knees so the knees go out. And then you can press the hands onto a chair. You can rock from side to side, or maybe forwards and backwards. This is why it's really important, and like we've been focusing on in class, to strengthen those legs in these postures. Finding that strength in the hamstrings and the glutes. Really working on keeping that pelvis above the knees and slightly tilted backwards. Golden thread breath still spinning out of the lips, creating that gold tapestry. Don't spend too long here because you can tire the legs out. That's when you need to focus and draw upon that inner strength. Make sure you've got lots of snacks, sugary snacks, biscuits, sweets. Just to sustain that energy. Good. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And very slowly just lengthening the legs, maybe bringing the feet under the hips, walking the hands up, and then slowly coming onto your left side again, and work more on a relaxing birthing posture. So making sure you've got your pillows or your bolster can we just come down onto the left side? And then we have that right leg nice and lifted. So either on a bolster, lots of pillows, or if it feels nice, you can put it onto the sofa. Somewhere you can relax, and you find again that that pelvis is nice and open, and you can relax the pelvic floor. Place another hand on belly on the baby. Close the eyes. This is a more calming posture, maybe as you come towards the end of that birthing stage. Knowing that every contraction is one step closer to meeting your baby. Telling yourself, every contraction is one step closer to meeting my baby. And we're just going to go through the birthing breath here. So a breath technique you can use to help guide your baby out safely, calmly, in a relaxed state. So just using that gold thread exhalation, you can feel comfortable with any sound, but let sounds come. And keep breath flowing easily, moving attention up, body on inhalation, and down the body on exhalation. Rhythmically lift and lower the pelvic floor. So with each inhale, we lift. And with each exhale, we lower, connecting a sense of complete release with the exhale. And like we did before, with each inhale, lift. And with each exhale, lower. Direct most of the downward exhalation to move awareness through the vagina as if you were actually breathing out through it. Tracing the path of the baby's exit route. So directing most of the downward exhalation to move awareness through the vagina as if you are actually breathing out through it. Focus more attention upon the exhale and release. The inhale is really to enable you to exhale and release. Exhale is always working with the contraction to breathe the baby out. You are literally breathing the baby down the birth canal. Second stage contractions could be around a minute long. You cannot exhale for a whole minute, so instead use a series of exhalations and pauses to work with those contractions. Some women find it helpful to imagine a cafetiere, a French press, or a coffee pot with a plunger. Its liter capacity marked up in 100 milliliter sections like a measuring gun. So you can pace your breath with the length of the contraction. Your body, the coffee pot, the baby, the coffee, and your breath is the plunger. So your body, the coffee pot, the baby, the coffee, and your breath, the plunger. Exhaling down towards your pelvic floor. There is no bottom on this jug, so the baby comes out at the end. Breathe in. Then exhale and release downward pressure. Just a little bit down towards the pelvic floor. If you are using the coffee pot plunger image, it will have descended only about 1/10 of the way down. It's gentle downward pressure. And allow this downward pressure of breath to remain at its lowest point to which your awareness has reached, before breathing back in, and then continuing that downward pressure with the next exhalation from when you left off. Keep the pressure there, inhale. Each exhalation takes the plunger further down the coffee pot to the bottom, maintaining downward pressure as you breathe the baby out. Inhale with the next, and then exhale, carry the breath lower as you bear down, lengthening exhalation to feel further release in the pelvic floor. As the pelvic floor releases at the end of the exhalation, direct your breath down and through the vagina, following the path that your baby will take. Imagining that now. The moment that baby arrives in the world, the little eyes looking up at you, the little fingers reaching towards you. Just know that you have everything you need to birth your baby. Imagine you are holding them and allow that to be your goal. Your drive, take you through the journey. A journey that will be magical to you and your partner, and of course your baby. Taking a few moments here. That image in your head, welcoming your baby, your child to the world. All your incredible inner power, strength and hard work. Let's begin to take a nice big inhale. Slowly exhale out to the mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last one, big inhale. Big exhale. And either pausing here for a moment, or staying here if you prefer, or if you preferred that restorative butterfly, so the bolster behind the back, or the pillows behind the back, and you can go there, but no, yes, we have baby, yes, we have welcomed them into the world, but we then have the birth, the placenta to birth. So coming somewhere that's comfortable for you, maybe placing a hand on the belly. So now you can do this in a supported squat like we did before. Restorative butterfly, which is a really nice posture after birth. It's allowing the body to do the work for you. Using that golden thread breath again. With that exhale coming out through the lips. Wrapping around the body, around you and your baby. Knowing there is no rush. Just take 3 breaths here with the golden thread. So inhaling. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big inhale. Big exhale. Finishing that golden thread at the end. The whole body, the whole mind calm. A releasing breath, inhale through the nose. And then sigh out to the mouth. Ready. Slowly rolling on to the left side of the body. So you can press yourself into a comfortable seated position. Anywhere that feels good, just finishing off by placing the left hand on the heart, the right hand on belly, on baby, relaxing the shoulders, closing the eyes. And just breathing all that love and gratitude from the heart down to baby. Also breathing all the love and gratitude from baby up to the heart. Feel that connection, that bond. Now you are one, but soon you will be two. But always coming back to one. Always connected. Always together. You've shared this journey. You've nourished and created. New birth. Hands back to prayer, to heart center. into a big inhale here. And a big exhale, sighing it out. Taking this moment to remind yourself, I trust my body. I trust my baby. And know that however your baby comes into the world, you can use any of these visualizations, any of these breaths, especially that golden thread, just to protect you, your baby, and your partner. And that this whole practice will be in your body, in your muscle memory, called upon when you need it most. Going to slightly rub the hands, creating that bit of warmth. Placing those hands in front of the eyes, allowing them to slowly open and adjust to light, and then bring